Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram about my YouTube channel. So I have with me here a list of questions that I'm going to be going through and answering for you guys. So let's begin. So how did you first get into tarot and oracle card reading? I got into it for fun around 2020, and I would just do readings for my friends and family and people around me, and I realized that I was able to do it accurately, which I didn't know that I could do, but I had already been working on strengthening my intuition for a while. So the tarot and oracle cards were just like supplementary, right? So yeah, that's when I first started getting into it. What was your first deck and do you still use it? Yeah, I do still use it. It was the Rider-Waite Tarot, the original one. And yeah, I use it. I love it. It tells a story. There was a YouTube video I found a few years ago that for the life of me I still cannot find, but basically it illustrated the whole arcana of the tarot, so the major and minor arcana, and it was amazing. Like, it centered the tarot around the human individual, like, self-growth spiritual journey, and it basically illustrated how the tarot tells the story of the hero's journey. And I cannot find that video anywhere, but if someone can help me find it. How did you learn to trust your intuition when reading cards? So I didn't learn to trust my intuition just from reading cards. Like, first I learned how to trust my intuition and how it worked and how it spoke to me in my daily life, and even in like my past. And then I learned how to read signs and symbology like in my life, and then I would use cards as a practice. Again, like, that came last. So yeah. And I just like trust my intuition in general because I practice my intuition. So the more you practice it, the more accurate it'll be and the more accurately it'll serve you. So I practice my intuition in daily life. Like, I follow hunches, you know, and I act on my impulses, and they always serve me well. So I'm very much in tune with my intuition. I also keep a very clear vessel. That helps so much. I think it's really important to keep a clean diet, clean lifestyle, making sure you're getting a lot of water and sunlight and electrolytes so that the vessel can be clean and clear and ready for information, you know. So yeah. How do you prepare yourself energetically before doing a reading? I meditate on the cards as well. Like, I'll meditate with the cards. And I have to be in good spirits. I have to be energetically clear before I read. I can't just read like randomly. I have to be connected. So yeah. Oh, someone asked me about automatic writing. What is automatic writing, and how did you start doing it? Automatic writing is channeling. So it's just another way to channel. So just like you can use cards to channel, you can use symbology, runes, oracle cards, tarot, even like books, like any book. Like, if you just open the book to like a random page, it'll have a message for you if you are asking for a message, right? So you have to be in a receptive state. So how did I start doing it? I started doing it by writing. Like, actually, I started doing it in 2019. I remember putting the pen to paper and like information would flow, and then I became aware that it wasn't coming from me because it was so profound and like otherworldly and ancient, and I felt like a connection to a strong energy, and I realized I was connecting to God. And the information that I would get is, you know, is still like so pure in essence, you know. So yeah. Sorry, I think I have allergies, by the way. I'm not sure. We're gonna like debunk that right now. I don't have allergies whatsoever. In fact, I'm good. I don't want to say that. I'm chilling. What does it feel like when you're channeling? It feels like a constant steady stream of information, and it feels like focus. It feels like complete focus. Like things can be going on around me, and like, I won't be able to like move until I get the message out, usually, if I'm really plugged in. But yeah, it feels clear. It feels really good. It feels like a total wash of information through you. Sometimes I even feel it in my chakras, like I'll feel like warmth and like happiness, joy, love, like radiating through me. So that's how it feels when I channel. Sometimes it does feel like really intense, like really intense, you know? And there's a lot of determination and fire that I feel when I channel sometimes. Other times it's really light. But it's always powerful and it's always pure, you know? It feels good. It feels really good. It feels productive. It feels like I'm working for God, you know? Do you ever worry about channeling negative energy, and how do you protect yourself? I don't worry about it because even if I do channel negative energy, like it comes from God, like, so it can't be negative. It's like purified. I guess that's how I protect myself too. Like I plug into God. There is no other source that I associate myself with or plug into. You'll notice that my readings are also always very informative and positive. Like I'll never do readings that just say random stuff, or like I don't talk about like exes and like whatever like in my readings, because the plane that I like attach myself to is, it kind of transcends a lot of the duality of material life, you know? So yeah. What tips would you give someone who wants to try automatic writing for the first time? Meditate before, and practice like clearing yourself, emptying yourself, and then let the information flow. And don't stop information from flowing, you know? Do you believe anybody can learn to read tarot or do automatic writing? Yeah, of course. Just in the same way anybody can heal themselves, anybody can connect to God. Everybody and anybody has that connection to source energy, source consciousness, God, frequency, God itself, himself. Like everybody and anybody can channel, and is a channel, is a conduit for higher dimensional thinking and ideas and creativity. Like you see it in artists, you see it in painters, you see it in musicians. Like we're all channeling God, guys, you know? So anybody can learn how to do absolutely anything. How do you stay grounded when working with spiritual energy? That is something that I have to do. Like basically I try to really balance myself out with like being really earthy. Like I'm a really sensual person. Like I love like interacting with my senses too, so it's not necessarily that hard. Like for me personally, I love things like exercise and good food and stuff, so I guess that's how I stay grounded. But it's not always like super easy. Like especially if I am doing a client reading that is like really intense, or like there's a lot of information that comes through, I do have to ground after, you know. What books or resources helped you the most when you were learning? The Gita, the Bible, these are my two go-tos because they give you law of God. They're written by God for human beings. So the Bible, the Gita, and then like honestly reading the oracle books that come with like oracle decks, like that helps me so much to like understand different symbology. Honestly, books relating to spirituality and the human condition and money, like what's a good one? Let me think. I can't think of any, but I'll leave a recommendation list down below. Also, I love reading like internet forums surrounding spirituality. I'll read things like the Srimad Bhagavatam also, which like just gives you the whole picture of God's essence and energy. What is the difference between tarot and oracle decks to you? They're very different. So tarot is more grounded in the material world and in material life. And it also goes based off of the arcana. So you have 12 major and 12 minor arcanas, and each one tells a significant story. And you also have to learn how to like read the energy as it comes out. So, and then you also have to learn how to read cards when they're like near each other, and like kind of what they mean when they're like near each other. So tarot is very earthy, whereas oracle cards are much more fluid. They're much more watery in their essence and energy. They're much more celestial, I want to say. Yeah, like oracle cards are so beautiful. They take me up until like the higher dimensions, like the 8th, 9th, 10th, even 12th sometimes. Like, oracle cards are just insane if you really dive deep with them, you know. Whereas tarot is more earthy. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, a little informational Q&A session. If you guys would like another one, let me know in the comments below. I do have a school program that is launching. You can check it out down below. If you want more one-on-one coaching with me, that's where you can find me. I love you guys. I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.